Hi, this is Kim from Celant Innovations. In this video, I want to give you a brief demonstration of our Document Automation Engine. After logging in and accepting the license agreement, you will be at the project screen. The top navigation bar allows you to navigate through different parts of the app. The project screen is divided into two parts. Projects that are currently active and projects that have signed or closed will be in the Archived tab. Now, let's create a new project by clicking on the New Project button. Let's do a non-disclosure agreement. Give it a name and press Create. Now you can edit the project by pressing the pencil button. First thing you will notice is that the screen is divided into three parts. The left column is the input window, the middle column shows the actual underlying document, and the right column changes its function based on what you are currently doing. Right now, when you first load, it's on snapshots, which is equivalent to saving and loading in our app. But it can show other things like events or files related to this project. The left column is dynamic and automatically created, so if a choice makes an item irrelevant, the app won't ask for it. So, for example, if you permit email to be used as an acceptable form of notice delivery in this NDA, it will ask for party's email, but otherwise, the email input boxes will disappear. When you make a choice, the middle column brings you to the appropriate place in the actual document, so you know where the change is occurring. And if you want to see exactly what just changed, you can turn on the red line mode and see exactly what just changed. And you'll notice that the right column shows additional helpful information regarding the item at issue. Now, let's fill in some information. You can fill it in the left column or the middle column. But as you make progress, it is common to get stuck because you don't know the answer to a question. In that case, you can mark an item to indicate the certainty level. If you click here once, it means you are certain about that item and it won't even let you change it. And if you click again, it will mark that as uncertain and automatically place brackets around it, wherever it appears throughout the project. This way, you can mark it and move on and come back to it later. Pressing it again makes it neutral, and it just cycles through each time. And you can filter the left column by certainty level, so it can help you figure out the last remaining issues. You can also export or import the answers from a Microsoft Excel file. I'm going to import a previously exported Excel file, so you don't have to watch me type. Let's say that during negotiations, there's an issue with the standard language in the form, regarding or that by its nature would be understood by a reasonable person to be proprietary or confidential, and you agree to delete it for this transaction only. By clicking on the pencil button, you can do a freestyle edit. That is, you can change any part of the document without impacting the underlying template. This is a very powerful feature you won't see anywhere else, and allows you to go from drafting to finishing touches all in the app without having to export it out to Word. But if you want to export it out to Word or PDF, it's easy. Just click here. If you are in the red line mode and export out to Word, the changes will be in Track Changes. Now, let's get this document signed electronically. The beauty of our e-signature platform is that since it is part of our app, you don't have to export the document out, and you don't have to draw rectangles to let the computer know where the signature needs to go. It knows the location of the signatures because it can calculate it from internal data. You can send it via email, and if you are party to the document, you can self-sign it also. If you are self-signing, click here to sign the document. And if you select email, the person will receive an email with draft documents as attachments. And once they click on the link, they will be able to see and sign the document. Once everyone signs, they will receive the final executed PDF, either via email or, if you self-signed, via automatic upload here. Before I leave this screen, I just want to show you one more thing. At the bottom here, you have the option to change views. Right now it's in the Pro mode, but let's take a look at the simple view. You'll notice that only the input column shows, and clicking on an item will show the help text associated with it. You can switch to the preview mode by clicking on the eye, and you can either fill things out or do freestyle edit here. This view has a lot of uses. It looks better on mobile, and sometimes our clients use it to sell their forms online, or if they want their customer to fill out some documents, like an intake form, and the data from there will flow through the project. Now that we signed the document, let's go back to the project screen and archive it. The main difference between the Current and Archive tab is that Current is focused on status, whereas Archived is focused on key material terms. You can customize these to show terms that are important to your organization so you can keep track of them. You can also filter them and then export it out to Excel to do more detailed analysis. And let me show you one more interesting thing. Let's say that after you signed the NDA, both parties agree to do a more substantial transaction, let's say a service agreement. You already have all the names and addresses and so on inside this NDA. So what you can do is, you can copy it and then change the underlying template by editing its properties. Let's rename it and unarchive it so that it will go to the current projects. And this agreement has complex workflow associated with it, so the status will have a step-by-step process which you can customize with things like automatic emails, text reminders, and responsible person designation so that everyone in the team knows exactly where everything is at and who's responsible for what. Finally, you might be wondering, how do I get started? It's simple. All you have to do is provide us with your form documents and tell us about common changes. We provide the service of converting the forms into templates, and we recommend we do the first draft because we can help you make good templating decisions with our experience and familiarity. And then we'll put them up on a site. Once you see how it's done, you'll be able to update your forms because markup syntax is intuitive and you don't need to learn programming. So there you have it. We hope you enjoyed the video, and if you would like to give us a try, please drop us a line at info@celant.com. Thank you for watching.